Hello, this is Steve from MakCorp and our latest weekly update for November 21st, 2025. A difficult week for the ASX resource sector, but we'll go through the project updates first. And as you can see on our screen, I'm in the projects and I'm looking at just the period for last week. So if we look at the activity for last week, there was 191 ASX projects updated involving 173 ASX mining resource stocks. And we can see the major commodities involved. Priority commodity, which means that's what the company and project are focused on, and then like the byproduct. So generally gold is the most updated commodity, with close to half involved with the gold project in the resource sector. And you can see there gold, copper, rare earths, lithium, antimony, silver, zinc, uranium, niobium, and nickel. And then we can look at the project updates, the project stages. So most were exploration projects that were updated last week, along with a few in discovery, production, acquisition, new acquisitions, and studies. And moving down, we get a definition or meaning of each project stage. Then we look at the project activity for the week, and drilling completed or essays that were released was the predominant project activity, but lots of other activities you can see, from field work, new JORC updates, production, etc. And we also get a breakdown here of the numbers. So there were 46 announcements released last week with drilling essays, and that gives you an overall number for each activity. And then we'll look, that's project location by country and regions. Australia being the predominant one, being the ASX, and project location areas. Eastern Goldfields is Western Australia. Lachlan Fold starts in Queensland, runs through New South Wales, Victoria, and across to New Zealand. Murchison is Western Australia. Far North Queensland is Queensland. Kimberley, Western Australia. Gawler Creighton, South Australia. Pilbara, Western Australia. Birimium is in West Africa. New England is New South Wales, and Argentina Lithium Triangle is obviously in Argentina and also crosses over to Chile. Then we get a breakdown of the announcements released last week. And that's by, let's just hide that one so we get a bit more room. And that's by ASX code, company, the commodity type, the date of the activity type, the project name, the market cap as of close of trade yesterday, the project location, area, region, and an overview of the announcement. Then we'll go down to drilling. We can see the top drilling by grade, and that was with SVL or Silver Mines, and they had a grade of 339 grams per tonne with a silver hit. So you can see the top 20 for last week, and that's by grade. And then we also have by intersect, best intersect. So again, top 20 by intersect, and code STK with a copper intersect of 224 meters and a grade of 0.2, and at a depth of 388 meters with a 44.8% capture of copper within that hit. So you can see the top 20 there, and that includes all the intersects for STK on copper, gold, lead, silver and zinc, along with their grade. So that's the project updates. We'll now head into the performance, the ASX performance for last week. And if we look at this, we can see the top performer was Alvo Minerals, code ALV, and that had a percentage gain of over 100%, being 104.35%. And then if we hit through the commodities, and we will go on the main ones, and we can see here all the major commodities are in the red, with the best performing being manganese, still in the red, but minus an average weekly loss of minus 1.21%. And the worst performing commodity for last week was germanium, and that had an average weekly loss of minus 11.11%. And you can also see the volume as well for each commodity. And then if we head across to this one, we can see the overall performance of the ASX. So it had a average weekly loss of minus 4.1%. And then we can look at the project area regions. There's a positive there with the Argentina lithium triangle that had a weekly positive gain of 7.4% average. And also in the positive was Greenbushes with a weekly average of 1.52%. So there were some lithium stocks that obviously still did well last week, but mostly in the red. So that gives you a snapshot of an overview of the weekly update for November 21st. If you want more detail, reach out to me at MakCorp, Steve at MakCorp, makcorp.net.au, or you can contact me on 08 for Perth 63837315, and hope you've enjoyed the MakCorp Weekly update. Thanks for listening.